Good evening, fiends. Welcome to another episode of Sinister Parlor Podcast. I'm Zombie Barbie with my awesome and amazing co-host, the one and only Bud Vino.
Rhiannon, Nicole, and Bud Vino, the dynamic duo, Sinister Parlor Podcast. Rhiannon, Saturday night, are we here again?
We're here again?
We're here again, and we have two of the most badass guests that this show has ever seen together in the flesh, baby. Bad Candy, Scott Hansen, and Desiree Connell. How you guys doing?
Excited to be here.
Good, thank you for having us.
Welcome back, kids, to the Psychotronic FM Halloween show. We continue down this dark and dusty road on the night when the space between the living and the dead is at its thinnest, when devils and demons walk amongst us, when the skeletons in your closet come looking to play.
You guys ready for tonight?
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Remember what happened last year?
This is Chili Billy on 66.6 FM.
I got the really good candy.
Trick or treat!
Creepy Abby. Your only friends are dead.
Morning! It's Halloween.
The fuck is going on?
Or as we like to call it, Hell Hallows Eve. See? There's no I in T! Can you dig it? I hear the
Definitely so excited. So, as we said before, Bad Candy, you guys just dropped the trailer. What's going on?
Yeah, so we just put out the trailer, and we just finished the movie like 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're getting so much love right now, and it's great.
Trying to get it out there, trying to do a little social media push, and kind of get it out there. But we did miss this Halloween, unfortunately. But
You know what, though? COVID messed a lot of things up for a lot of people. It just means that we've got a little bit more competition next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. Thank you. We're loving how everyone's having a great reaction to it, and everyone's having different reactions to it, which for us is great because we have so many feelings about it. The fact that it's validated by others makes it much better.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I've been seeing your posts.
Halloween movies.
Yeah, it was fun winning Best Slasher and Best Comedy at a horror fest.
Last week
We won both, and then we won Best Picture.
That's awesome.
But knowing that our humor seeps through and people actually find it funny is really good for us.
You both wrote and directed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I had put tons of ideas and thoughts down onto a screenplay, and then Scott and I would go over it, and we would hash it out and like talk ourselves through it, and we would both put so much input into it. It would be unfair to say that only I wrote it. And when we did a lot of the children and women scenes, because there's a lot of graphic stuff on there, I would take the reins on some of directing.
Kind of mixed it up.
Yeah, because we work with a lot of women and children in these scenarios because we do a lot of music videos as our day job, and sometimes just having a woman do a few things and kind of direct how the scene's going to go helps the actors maintain confidence, helps the parents of the children feel comfortable with what's going on. So yeah, it's really a team effort.
I think that's very important. It's just like when. And not comparing, but even with the aspect of Rhiannon and I, there's some people that are more comfortable with a female. There's some people that are more comfortable with male. And I think that having all that maternal, person there and also the paternal person there, and it all comes together to support each other. Well, I think it's really important because some people just can't relate to you where they can relate to your sidekick, so to speak, Just some people don't Click.
There you go.
We're already excited about the next one.
Oh,
we're
sure.
already like we have 2 scripts in front of us that are complete. But yeah, we're getting ready to just start the next one because the process is so long. Most people don't realize from hey, I have an idea to hey, shit, look here it is. It could span like 3, 4, or 5 years because this is what happened with Bad Candy. Bad Candy was like a backyard project for a short entering. That's how Bad Candy started as a backyard short for fun, and then someone does the next best thing, which is, well, what happens next? What happens next is a way to get any creative person to write an entire script and go out and make it. But yeah.
As I told you guys before we started, my wife watched the trailer for Bad Candy, and she said, "Oh, I have chills toward the end of it." I said, "Woo!" I said, "I'm usually the one who does that. I'm gonna have to let them know they give you chills. That's a good thing." And I watched it as well, and I got to tell you, it's awesome. It's visceral. There's not many trailers that get you in that way where you're like, "Oh, damn it!" I actually went on Prime knowing that it wasn't there yet, but I was hoping, like a dream, that it was there or something. So, but I know it will be there soon. It's really amazing seeing what you guys have done with that. So I know there's so much anticipation, and you guys are so ultra talented, both of you.
Thank you.
As a team and individually. You guys have both done some great things. So again, it's an honor to have you on. There's a lot of people watching. I see your Michael Myers shirt there, your Halloween influence shirt. Say hello to Chris Duran out there, one of our biggest supporters.
Yeah.
Chris Duran, the man Michael Myers. Yeah, we were talking behind the scenes about Chris. He's an awesome guy. And all the folks out there that support our show, go out there and check out the trailer for Bad Candy.
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's popping up everywhere. I've been seeing it popping up, and then, oh, there's my dog. Sorry, guys. And then you posted that, so it's in over 22 festivals right now, or it has won?
Now it's 29 as of today, so we got 6 more yesterday.
Wow.
Our cat is named Pennywise.
Yeah, this is Pennywise the cat.
Well, and you guys said before we started, the cat's not a problem. That's part of what we love. Rhiannon, we always have things happen, animals, things fall. That's part of the treat of the show, the humanness of it.
Or my stupidity right now where I thought that was my dog.
Pennywise, I love it.
Pennywise the cat.
He's such a good boy. He's the best.
Yeah, we just have one. We just have a little girl. Her name is Karma.
Yeah, we have a black cat named Toby, which is short for October, that we rescued last year, and we have a short ginger girl named Ginny because she was ginger, and I was like, great, another Weasley. And we have a giant white Maine Coon named Princess, and then we have Fat Boy Pennywise. Yeah, they're good. They're very sweet. We love them.
Desiree, I've always had male pets, growing up. So, and both my kids are males. So I told my wife, I never want a daughter because my heart probably couldn't take it. And she always said, like, if you ever had a daughter, and those days are behind me, or any sort of female that she'd have me wrapped around her finger, no, I'm very masculine. And here's Karma. We got her about 2 years ago. And every morning we have a routine. I say, hey, baby, how's my baby girl? I kiss her. And she's got me. Oh, yeah. She can do no wrong.
Morning, too. We get that. Every morning it's breakfast time. Mm-hmm. And if somebody tries to sleep in too late, nope, that's not going to happen. No. It's a parade. And then we actually have an outside adopted cat, unintentionally, but we feed her enough to now she stays. She lives in our backyard, basically.
She claimed you.
She actually used to live in the house that we now live in, which we found out like 7 months after we moved in. We found out from the next door neighbor that she used to live in this house.
Yeah.
I was cleaning out my car one day and I didn't realize she had jumped in it. And I closed and locked my car for the night, and he comes out trying to give everybody breakfast, and no one's around. So, okay, he didn't even notice she was like in my car, like, help me!
Oh my god!
I'm in here.
Oh
but,
man,
yeah.
Awesome.
So, Scott, did you have an affinity for cats? Have you both, or no?
Yeah, I've always had cats, so they're just kind of fun and they're weird.
We digressed off the subject a little bit. We can do that here, so we'll put whatever we want to do. So I know, Scott, you have a huge background in music videos. I was looking at that last night, and you work with some big names too. We're a big Danny Trejo fan.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Danny's so wonderful.
And I've heard always such great things. So I wanted to ask you on that personal level. Do you concur with those people that have said those positive things?
Danny is one of the kindest and most considerate people, especially for his age. I mean, gosh, he's mid-70s now, and he's just a true to earth human being. Like he loves to eat with people. He doesn't like to eat alone. Aww. He's got the biggest heart for animals. He does so much charity work for dogs and cats in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. Like he's like probably one of the biggest contributors to.
Wasn't his iPhone case like a dog?
Oh my gosh, he has 2 cell phones, and one of them he just carries around basically to have photos of all of his animals from home.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh yeah. If there's a dog within like a quarter-mile radius, like Danny will be best friends with it before the end of the day. We had a set therapy dog on the last film we did with him, and they just followed Danny around. I think he just kept bacon in his pockets, and he just little pieces for you, little pieces for you. Yeah.
You know what's funny is maybe you guys can speak on this too. Is I was speaking with my wife. My mother-in-law usually comes over on Saturdays and visits and things. So we were talking this morning, and from what I found from the people that I've interviewed tons of people over the years. It seems to me that horror folks have the biggest hearts. It seems like they're the biggest empaths, and seem like are the people that actually genuinely, the people who actually. And for me, I was trying to explain it, and I think it's different for everybody. But I think in a lot of ways, if you had maybe a tough past, it's kind of therapeutic for a lot of us.
Yeah,
it's an escape. It actually, for me, helped me to not actualize some of those thoughts, to actually make it into that fantasy. So, what do you guys say about that?
I think that our community, because we are a close community, the horror community is so supportive of each other, and even little branches off of the horror community. I mean, it's a genuine core group of people that really care about each other, really love art, really love, it's organic when you can inspire someone to, be scared or get the chills up their spine. It's a good feeling.
Where you can make them feel sick to their stomach.
Yeah. Or scare them to the point of where pee comes out. There's a couple.
That's hard to do, but it's really cool when.
It's fun when it happens.
You can have that effect on somebody emotionally and watching something you made.
Yep. But like what you were saying with being compassionate and empathetic, we've never thrown a get together for profit. We've always done it for a charity. We threw we had a studio, and we threw a giant party for everybody to come hang out, and it was free of charge, but we asked everybody to bring cat food or dog food or cat litter or something that they could donate to animals, so then after the party we could drive around to all the shelters and make donations for the animals, because we one day aspire to have a park. We actually were saving up money to buy a park.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I'd say you guys are well on your way with the animals. Yeah, I can tell you guys are destined for that.
I'm a vet tech, so
we talk about the future digital Thunder Zoo, but it's a real thing. With all the people that we work with are compassionate and caring individuals. Oh my God, nobody would ever hurt anything. I can't watch movies where they hurt animals or horses.
Neither.
If somebody hurt a dog or a horse, I'm like, ugh, that's where I draw the line. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of people really, you could watch a man get split in twine over and over again, and it's funny.
Yeah.
But if an animal gets hurt,
you're crying, you're like, oh my God, that poor animal.
Exactly.
Yep.
What did the dog do?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to step over to the dead man to pick up the injured dog, right? and I heard her talking about making movies that make you pee a little bit. That makes Rand and I worry. We're getting older. So we have to be careful of that.
Hey.
It may be a little easier to make that happen to us. So
Trampolines can do that too.
Trampolines. Yeah, we behind the scenes. Yeah, that's a good stuff. But no, you guys have done a lot, and I know that again, Bad Candy has some huge buzz behind it because when Rhiannon first sent me the trailer too, and when I went on, I saw the amount of people that had been talking about it and how many times it had been viewed and everything behind it in terms of just the energy behind it. It must be really exciting for you guys to see it starting to come. I know it's a process with COVID which slowed the whole world down.
Oh my gosh, we missed this whole year. We missed this year's release because of COVID.
Mostly.
And that's a bummer, but life moves on. There are other things that are more pressing, so it's okay that it maybe took a back burner.
Well, it's one of those things, too, as we've said before, too, Rhiannon, and you guys will probably confirm this just living life. Sometimes, like, when things like this happen, we say, oh, shit, right? But then, all of a sudden, there's a connection that's made or something happens, you go, whoa, if there wasn't a delay, we would have never actually signed with this or even found this connection with this person. So it's all for a reason. So when you let go in that way and say, F it, we put something out good here, we know it, and we're just going to let it roll, and that's how things will happen when it's really from the heart. And that's one thing you can tell about you guys, even just getting to know you before we started rolling. It's very natural, very organic, and very genuine.
We're definitely taking our blessings, and we are genuinely trying to do what's best for the project and for our cast and our crew, because you do a project like this, you spend a lot of time with the same people, and it's really like a big family, our filmly, and we definitely want to do right by them and make sure that it gets out on the best platform and has the best press it can have, just to do them justice.
Definitely. So when did you first come up with the idea for Bad Candy?
So
there's a story.
Scott was, for lack of a better word, dicking around in the backyard with some lights and some decorations, and decided he wanted to make a little short for one of the local film festivals, just to throw something in there. Mm-hmm. We had done a film in like almost a year, almost a year or so at that point. So after a while, it's like tattoos. If you get one, you're like, when's my next one? They're addicting. And same thing with filming. It's addicting. It's like, all right, what's my next project? What's my next fix?
Right, now we do so many music videos. You kind of get burnt out in the music videos. You got to take a break. And if we could be doing film full time, that'd be great. But the day job is music videos.
Yeah, I do TV.
She does TV.
Yeah, so I work with a lot of network players, so I have to play by their rules. So it's fun to be able to go in the backyard and just say, fuck it, what are we going to do next? This is our rules, and make fun things. So Scott did the short. I mean, I did it with him, but mainly Scott did the short, and then everybody loved it.
Yeah, we put it out there, got a lot of views.
Everybody was like, what happens next? This is great. We got to do this. So from there, that's when, I sat down and I was just like, all right, let's get this out and see what it looks like. We'll flesh it out and see how fun it can be. And then we started talking to some talent in the area, and oh my gosh, the amount of people that auditioned for Bad Candy was overwhelming. But we found some of the best people we possibly could have found. And some of the kids that we got, oh my God, they're so cute. Like, they're so cute. And they have, like, amazing parents. When you find talented kids and they also have cool parents, oh my gosh, it's like the perfect recipe, because the kids perform better and the parents are all on board. And so you feel like you actually can make something cool because everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. Well, not even that. We're pretty obsessed with Halloween as it is.
Yeah, we're the Halloween house in the neighborhood. Our house
is like, you can't see it out the window, but there is like a trick-or-treat. There's a 12-foot trick-or-treat Sam with like 75 plastic pumpkins in the front yard.
Dang.
But
it's a lot.
We're huge Halloween fans, huge fans of Trick-or-Treat, huge fans of Carpenter movies, and there's never enough
It's the best
Halloween,
holiday.
there's never enough Halloween movies.
Yeah, it's the best holiday.
So,
and it's, I mean, really,
you only get like maybe one a year, one or two if we're lucky. Next year will probably be stacked with like Halloween Kills and Bad Candy and all kinds of stuff, and Terrifier 2.
Oh, we're so excited.
We're friends with some of those guys, and
it's interesting being friends with a lot of these other like parallel filmmakers, because we're good friends with the people, Brandon Slagle and Devaney Pinn, who's like a Scream Queen actress. We're good friends with them. We call them the West Coast version of ourselves, and oh my gosh, their movie The Dawn is like winning a bunch of awards. Devaney just won Best Actress. Brandon just won Best Director. They're super talented too. So we feed off of each other in that regard as well.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of like, what are you guys doing next? Okay, so we're going to do this next. Good luck with yours. We'll see you in a couple of years.
That's cool.
Well, it must be motivating too. It's healthy competition as well. That's important. You guys keep motivating each other and inspiring each other.
Yeah, we're like also like, not only is it a healthy competition, but it's also a healthy support system too.
Right.
If we ever get stuck, we know that we can call them and be like, "Hey, do you know where I can get 2,000 gallons of blood by Friday?" And we can come together as a community and make it happen.
Desiree, what a beautiful thing. It's always important if you need blood. If you have a number on hand, that's when you know you've really not only made it in the movie well, but in life. Like if you can call someone, you can get blood like that. That's friendship.
Yes. It's
beautiful.
Yeah, asking for 2,000 gallons of blood is not an unheard of thing, especially if you're doing certain scenarios and you want it to look cool.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it to look like garbage.
No.
Yeah.
I would also say too, like just the inspirations behind it. I mean, I have like 16 years as a haunter. I worked at a haunt in Virginia Beach, Virginia, called the Hunt Club, and I was like, that was my college, high school job, and all that, and to get paid to scare people was a lot of fun. So, kind of growing up with that, it's like meeting Desiree, she's just as weird as me, if not weirder. So it's hard to find that, and we have a crazy love for Halloween, and we just make movies and music videos, but we're known for really, really dark stuff, especially in the music videos. A lot of the big metal bands and goth and anybody weird, crazy always comes and tries to hire us for weird stuff. But
awesome,
we're super normal. But we
are not super normal.
Well, we're normal for you guys.
No.
We are not super normal at all.
But we always say
weirdos.
What's normal mean? Like I don't want if it's like to me, I don't want to be that anyway.
Yeah,
True.
That sounds boring and
we just look it, but
unauthentic.
Yeah,
right. Well, I think you guys are. I think in life, we kind of get to a point and we realize that like we kind of have repressed who we are. And we're always afraid of who we are. When you come out as who you are, you're like, wow, this is what's working. What I was always afraid of, and you guys are a testament to the fact that no matter how weird you are, there's always someone as weird out there you can mesh up with.
Yeah,
and you can find each other.
Yeah, when you find other people that match your weirdness and your interests, it's truly liberating because you're not held back by these boundaries. You can go on and go, okay, so what's the next step? What's the weird step after that? Mm-hmm. And don't feel any shame about it.
Definitely.
I think that's hugely important because I think when you have someone that you two as artists and a couple as a team, you obviously have a tremendous amount of respect for each other or it doesn't work. So I think when you can just say whatever and the other person doesn't down it, but they actually validate it and say, well, and they think about it. Actually, you're like, well, it's empowering. And you start to open up your mind to other things and you start to go, you know what, I'm going to jump at this opportunity when I normally wouldn't have because I'm safe, no matter what.
Yeah, but we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, so we try to, like, if I know I envision something, I can easily relate and retell that to Scott, and Scott will pick it up instantly and make it gorgeous. And where Scott's kind of like, that's not really his thing, I can take over that section. And together, like Wonder Twin powers, we make it happen, and it's great.
Fucking
The
awesome.
power couple.
Hell yeah. Big time.
Rob and Sherry, another Rob and Sherry.
There you go.
Awesome.
Well, I've
Well,
been watching you guys for a while, and it's just your posts. I'm like, oh my god, like just everything you guys post. Like you know, when you show like the behind the scenes, and you know, I go on and click on the music videos. Like your cinematography is just beautiful, and even Bad Candy. Like even though it's just a short trailer, you want more. You want to see it. I am so excited for it to come out. Like it looks good. And
Awesome. Thank
creature,
you.
yeah.
We're big trailer people because a lot of trailers like give too much, and
we dissect trailers.
The trailers.
Like it's another job of like.
Well, yeah, I get hired to cut a lot of trailers, so
He also ghost edits trailers.
I get hired to fix a lot of big movies that I can't put my name on, so that's kind of funny. Like the fix, but
yeah, well, because
I'm
they
not allowed to
drop
name
the
them.
ball on it, man. They like have these great movies, or sometimes they have these shitty movies, but that really need to sell something. So Scott will get hired to put together this fucking fire trailer, and then it gets an insane amount of views, and then it does really well.
Mhm.
It's a good circle. We definitely.
But we don't want to give away too much anyway. So Bad Candy is
that's like the whole thing too. Is
leaves you wanting more.
Like, I want people to go watch it because I want them to see everything that's in it, because there's quite a variety of things, and we're very colorful with it. So it's not just like you're staring in the dark at the dark. You get a lot of vivid color to look at and fun things that happen on screen.
We were going for the Guardians of the Galaxy of Halloween movies.
There you
Color
go.
palette wise.
Well, yeah, the one thing, Scott, I'm sorry, bud. You have a very distinct, Rhiannon and I were saying too, you have a very distinct style. You have beautiful, again, as Rhiannon said, cinematography. And you can tell you have a very colorful but crisp and distinct style.
Yeah.
And I wanted, the question I want to ask, this is kind of out of the blue, but I know that you're an editor as well, and it's a rare thing, but did you also do the editing on Bad Candy? I know that's kind of a thing that you don't always see, but you did, okay.
Well,
I know it can be done, and it can be successfully done.
It's a grueling
Yeah.
I've
And-
heard that.
we were like at the 12th pass of watching it, and I was like, I can't watch it anymore. I can't look at it anymore. I have to walk away. Because when you're editing the raw everything, there's no sound design, there's no color, everything's out of place. You really have to go through, and it's like reorganizing an entire library and then reading it. It's so much.
Do you guys find it harder emotionally to be able to get rid of things when you know you have to, that you might have been emotionally invested in, that you really liked, like a certain thing, that, or you don't find it hard for the betterment of the movie to let it go?
I'm like, that needs to go, that needs to go, that needs to go. And Scott will be like, but why? I look at it from the
I'm
TV
the last
world.
hope,
Yeah.
and she's hardcore with it.
I look at it from the TV world because I go, that would never make the cut. That would never make the cut. That's not going to pass QC. That's that. Even though I wrote some of the stuff, it's still like, I don't know, man. I just don't want to. We don't want to put work out that doesn't speak for itself. We want people to watch it and go, damn, that was great. Not to know us and then go, oh yeah, good job, guys. Like, we want it to be its own thing and stand on its own ground. So we have to know what's important to keep and what's best to just leave on the floor. And I think we only cut 2 or 3 things out.
Mainly for time purposes.
Yeah, we cut a couple of things out that we were like, this just doesn't fit with our image overall anymore, or it's just too long. And
the behind the scenes.
But that's the other thing too, is that
extras.
Most of the time when you sell a project, they want additional footage or behind the scenes or bonus content. So a lot of those things still end up kind of getting used in bonus content. Mm-hmm. So it's not terribly difficult to take it out of the project. It's just you have to be wise with using it elsewhere. And now with Instagram and Facebook, you can take the snippets that never actually made it into the film and use them as part of your advertising. Yeah. So they still get used, and nobody gets butthurt about being dropped out of a film.
Yeah.
That hurt.
So how did you guys come about Corey Taylor and Zach? I don't know if I say his last name right, but Zach, is it Galligan?
Zach Galligan.
Galligan.
Yeah.
What made you guys decide to contact them to be in the movie?
Them? Well,
we're
both obviously
huge fans of Corey.
Yeah, we've both been long fans of Corey, and
I've almost done a few Slipknot videos, just didn't work out timing wise. So it's like,
yeah, we got lucky a couple years ago. We were in New Zealand working with a band.
Oh yeah,
and we had literally just landed back from New Zealand, dropped our bags, and went straight over to be VIP backstage at the Slipknot concert because we also knew other bands that were there.
Holy shit.
And Corey, everybody just had wonderful things to say about him. They were, they're like, Corey takes care of everybody. Corey makes sure that people are eating well, that they get stuff to do, and he's really like the big papa. And we are attracted to people like that.
Yeah.
We want to give people opportunities that they might get passed up otherwise. Like, we think that people with good hearts deserve to have good opportunities, and we don't work with shitty people.
I like
well, if I can say,
you were interested.
if I can say this, guys, I'll give a shout out to my friend John Mondu and my other friend Tammy Clegg. I had mentioned that you guys were coming on and Bad Candy and mentioned Corey Taylor. And I'm a fan of a lot of different things. I'm not the biggest, I have to listen to more of Slipknot, but the point is they both flipped out when they heard about Corey Taylor. They're like, my friend John is like, he has books and all this thing. Corey's amazing. His followers, it's like they adore him.
Followers.
And my friend Tammy absolutely lost her mind, like a teenage girl.
Yep.
And it was so. And then when I researched him more, it was the same sort of thing. People were saying this guy is authentically amazing.
He's a huge horror fan.
Oh, he's
massive.
He's got his own 80s horror Instagram that he does. He does these little.
He did that In Search of Darkness.
Oh man,
documentary In Search of Darkness on Shudder. And
so not only is he super talented,
he has a wealth of knowledge.
But gosh, he's
so
into it. We just had a beautiful review written about us yesterday or the day before, and in the review they had mentioned, I could see this becoming a future cult classic.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see pop figurines being made out of the characters, which to us was like,
that's huge.
Holy shit, that's fucking awesome. Thank you. But yeah, I would totally see that happen.
Corey's interesting because he is trying to get into movies, and he's only done one other film.
He's had a couple projects.
Maybe a couple, but it was always he's in this scene for a little bit, and that's it. He's never a lead person, so
yeah, we see him as a lead, so we gave him a lead.
when we sent him the script, he
actually liked it.
He liked it, and
made me feel great.
But even I didn't know what to expect. We've worked with a lot of famous people, and you get the weirdest situations.
Not everybody's cool.
They're not cool. They don't know their lines, or they just they need cue cards. I'm not going to name names.
Oh yeah, or they go, you know what? I'm going to say this instead, and then they just do it, and you're like, whoa, that's not okay.
But Corey surprised us both by
he showed up. He was so prepared.
He had his lines almost memorized better than we knew him, which was pretty incredible to me because he's a songwriter. He memorized 20 pages and had it memorized. I was
it was crazy. He showed up and oh my gosh, the energy. He was so cool with everybody on set, and he and Zach together was fun because Corey's love of horror films in general. I think when he got to meet Zach, I think there was a little bit of equal fanboying on both sides because Zach's like, oh shit, Corey Taylor, and Corey Taylor's like, oh shit, Zach Galligan. So their company on set was truly a joy. The behind the scenes on that was
and getting Zach obviously,
and Zach's great.
Gremlin,
oh my gosh, he's great.
Huge Gremlin fans, Waxwork, so to work with Zach was a dream come true.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude.
He's really nice.
Just a genuine, awesome dude.
Still looks the same, and he had a.
I know, right?
That's one thing I thought when I saw him. I'm a huge Gremlins fan. I said he doesn't look much different. I love it.
Yeah, he looks the same.
Yeah, he's definitely kept himself together, and he's super funny. Oh my gosh, he's super funny. I just think that when you combine all these really cool people and you give them something cool and fun to work on, and you don't make it too serious, people have a good time, and then it reflects in the scenes that they're actually having a good time, which makes watching it more enjoyable.
Yeah, if it's not forced.
Yeah, well, it should tell you something too, guys, when two people like that, who won't just take whatever for whatever, you know, they want something legitimate that they believe in as well.
Yeah.
So when you have two people that come on like that, they gave it their all too, as from what I'm hearing from you guys, I'm sure they did. I can't wait to see it. But again, they believed in you guys too. They could feel it. So that sort of energy, as you guys said, even in the trailer, I loved it because you did leave a lot to the imagination, but you gave enough to where we wanted more. You flirted enough. But where trailers today, they give almost everything away. I really like how
it was in the trailer.
There was a lot of foreplay there in the trailer. So we're all excited to see the final product when we do it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Everyone that's watched it so far has said wonderful things to us, which is very flattering, and of course we appreciate it because we worked really hard on it. But we think that people are going to genuinely really enjoy this film. It's funny, it's scary, it's got elements of thriller, and there's some crazy shit in there that you just, holy shit, we love that.
Well, the one thing I thought of, guys, and I know this is a totally different sort of thing, but the first thing I thought of, I know they're totally different, but is the effect that the trailer for the original 84 Nightmare on Elm Street had on me years ago. And when I watched that, it was the same sort of, that trailer from the 84 Elm Street was off-putting. And it was the same sort of feeling with your trailer. There was something that was scary, dangerous, but you had to see it to find out what was next. And it was just enough where you were freaked out. The same way Elm Street in 84 did, they gave you enough to where you just had to. And it was that off-putting, but that interesting. So I really think you guys have something here. I know you do.
Definitely.
Thank you.
As far as the special effects, so I had noticed quite a while ago you had posted this like scary ass looking clown, and I think he's in the trailer. Is it the same clown?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, which one did you post?
I think it's the Bad Candy Clown. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Bad Candy character.
His name is Bad Candy, the clown.
Oh.
The clown is Bad Candy.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
we can find that out when you watch the movie.
You find that out, but yeah, it's Bad Candy.
Okay. And then the big kind of bat vampire-y
Dracubus.
Dracubus.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Dracubus is a creation of our insanely talented and wonderful friend Wayne Anderson. Wayne Anderson actually was on Face Off, and he's won several awards and competitions for his sculptures and his lifelike creatures.
We actually pulled him off of Avatar 2.
Yeah.
He was doing Kate Winslet's
Yeah.
Avatar face, and he flew into Atlanta to do that shoot for like 3 days.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool to be like, oh, you just came from James Cameron's movie to come help out our little indie film. We're pretty honored.
But he's wonderful. He and his brother and his wife are a team, and he
worked on like Jurassic World.
Oh yeah, he did Predator. He's
the Predator from like 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
He did that Predator suit, which
he's extremely talented, and we were so very lucky to be able to work out a schedule with him.
Damn, that's awesome. You guys got something fucking big here.
Yeah, if I could, guys, I got to ask, for the people out there that might be doubting themselves or believe they have a certain talent, how did you guys actually originate in terms of getting into it, or what was your big point in life where you knew this is kind of what you wanted to do and you just kind of went for it?
Failing over and over and over again, but failing, learning a lesson, getting back up and trying again, but trying to make it better and learning from your mistakes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes having I don't want to say.
Well, I went to art school.
Okay, so he went to art school to become a comic book artist.
I was a comic book artist.
Which is why his look is very unique.
So I went to Savannah College of Art and Design for comic book sequential art. And so like I would draw a lot of monsters and stuff. And basically my background is like, I hopped into special effects right after that. And then tried out film. my senior year and just kind of like connected. But when we met, it was like she had a similar background.
Yeah, I was working in film when we met.
Yeah,
and
well, she actually, it was funny how we met because I was a guest.
He was a guest of my director at the time, and had shown up on set, and I wasn't expecting it, so that was fun. But
She yelled
for
at
me, I went to school for
like, the fuck out of my shop. I was doing a car stunt come in, and she just yelled at me, and I was like, wait, who's
and he
that?
like turned around and was like,
Ooh.
I was on my phone, and there was like an Escalade about to come through, and like a couple cars and a stunt. I was totally in the wrong place. I was just a friend coming to hang out on the shoot, and she was yapping at me, and I was like, hey, sorry.
he's like, nobody yells at me. I do.
Nobody yells at me. I like this chick.
Yeah,
She's different. Yeah.
she got some balls for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've there's been a lot of failures. I mean,
Yeah, you have to try
It's
and
tough.
fail to learn the lesson to get you up the next rung of the ladder.
my dad. I mean, I went to art school, so like a lot of debt, a lot of student loan debt that took 12 years to pay off. And my dad, he didn't believe in anything I was doing until I was like, Dad, turn on the TV. I was like, look at CMT, the #1 music video is Willie Nelson, the Willie Nelson. And it didn't, it took that for him to be like, oh, okay. You made a music video with Willie Nelson. I'm paying attention now. But before that, it was like, hey, I'll see you in the shipyard really soon because you're not going to make it. And I was like, no.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So it was his way of challenging me, or I don't know.
So,
but
Pushing you.
Scott,
you're always going
I think that's huge. That's important. I have a similar story, and I know that there's people out there that are in the middle of that story with people doubting them right now. And your story is awesome because I can tell you, and I know that was the best feeling in the world.
Oh, totally.
To actually make someone eat their words that told you you'd never do that.
Yeah.
Because there's two roads you take, right, guys? It's either, oh, okay, you're right. I do see you in the shipyard, and I'm miserable just like you or anybody else. It's not me. Or you can go, okay, all right, I'm going to make you eat that. It's going to taste so bitter for you, but it's going to be so sweet for me. And you show. So, and that, again, you make people, this is great because people ask for respect. I always say, I never ask for shit. You command respect. You don't demand it, you command it. You don't give people a choice.
Yeah.
So you go, you do it, and then you show them. Then you turn the TV on and go, boom. Now what do you got to say?
Speak for itself. We want people to just see something and then go, oh, who did that? And then go, oh, shit, that's awesome. Instead of us, in a different light. But for me, I didn't go to art school at all. I ended up going to, business and hospitality, but that ended up never really serving me for anything until we got this far into the future where the business aspect of this, because at the end of the day, this is a business. While we love to make it, we love art, we love haunted houses, we love to contribute in all of those aspects, we still have to pay the bills. So if you do it right, you can achieve both.
Yeah.
And that's where we kind of have a unique partnership in that sometimes I'm like, hey, we need this crazy shot, and he'll take some of the guys out and they'll go get it. But it's me sitting in an office getting permits and writing checks and doing payroll and, the stuff that doesn't sound so fun, but has to be done. But yeah, a lot of trying and failing, a lot of going, this is a crazy fucking idea. Can we pull this off? And realizing that you can't. And then now you have to get creative to figure out how you can. And I think that's really what got me up to a certain level is I just kept trying to do different things, and eventually something stuck, and then you can build from that.
Mm-hmm.
Even, a filmmaker, calling yourself a filmmaker is very tough because we've been burned from distributors before, and we've only made 4 films now, so it's like you get that you get screwed over, and it's like you're making everything with all of your savings and anything you're saving up, and to have the bigger company take advantage of you, so it's.
But before you even get to that point,
right? We've learned from our mistakes, and we've been pretty successful in the last few movies, but definitely, you're going to go through it. You're going to go through all the bad times and the good times. You just got to.
If you ever find yourself at that point where you've got something in your hands that's tangible and somebody else wants it, or wants to show it, or put it on a web series, or whatever the case is, paper trail, read everything, because sometimes these companies will go up and snatch your project and take all the rights to it, and you didn't even realize that you signed them away. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to all the people that are trying to become a special effects artist, go do it. Join every Facebook group, join every Instagram, take as many YouTube University classes you can just to really see what's out there, and then step back and understand that you don't know shit, and that you really need to start from the bottom and climb your way up to the top and work for all the people that have been doing this for years, and then you will learn something, and then you can make it your own, and then someone's going to take a chance on you at some point if you're really trying.
Mm-hmm. Just got to learn everybody's job. Right?
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing too is, there's hundreds of different jobs on any set, and everybody is there for a reason, and everyone's equal, and everybody is required, and that's why we're very picky with who we hire. We don't hire bullies. We don't hire people who talk down to others. Same thing with our cast, Mm-hmm. Hiring cast is a unique thing that we do, but we always try to make sure that we have some sort of conversation with people before we bring them on board, because we don't want someone to abuse anyone. That's not cool. We both have a mantra in, we kind of treat others how we want to be treated, and that's not a very common thing on big film sets. So we personally try to make sure that our cast and our crew is as diverse as possible, that we have good people doing good things, looking out for each other and looking out for the project, because it just makes such a difference. And in today's world, I need 16 people on my side to help me make the right decisions so that we have the best thing going on. And same for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just think we've been on those sets. I was a PA. I started out PAing and doing all this stuff, and to see other big directors and other productions treat their crew really badly.
Their crew horribly?
We have a really good mantra about just treating our crew really nice, and there's no down talking, there's no yelling. We just don't roll like that. We're really positive with how we work with our crews.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes them work harder, I think.
Yes, we have a better crew because we treat them well, we feed them well, and that is a thing.
Oh yeah.
You treat people, like individual people. Say hello to people, genuinely mean things, be true to your word, and it will make a difference. Someone's going to go, you know what, I am going to work really hard on that one thing that maybe nobody notices except for somebody out there in the universe. But yeah, it works well in our favor to just be as kind as possible and respect everybody. And yeah, that's the best form. Be good to others. Try. Know that you can fail. Know that there are other people out there that have been doing it for longer and better, but you're still trying. That's okay. Yeah, and at the end of the day, dude, it's just TV. It's not the end of the world. It's art. It's an expression of things.
Well, I think that's important too, is staying humble and not pretentious. Again, we are all just human. That's all we are. We're here for a short time and we're gone.
Yep.
And no one's any better. I treat people accordingly. I'm a very kind person, unless you're a jerk, and then I'll get real jerk. But other than that, my nature is kind.
Yeah.
And that's what is to help people, and I try to bring the best out of people with that. Our time is limited, so we try to make it the best. And I think that's where you guys will continue to succeed. We are what we eat, too. We are what we attract. I think that's why you guys are bringing in those type of people. It's just one of those universe things. Things are happening exactly the way they're supposed to. And that's why we're here right now. Like minds end up being attracted to each other in that way. Even sometimes when we can't figure it out, it just happens that way.
Yeah, we've even had like actors like Corey, Bill Moseley, some of the bigger Danny. Where
Bill's
they're
also
like,
very sweet.
I
Bill-
love
I'm
that.
a
I want to
huge Bill
work with him
Moseley
so
fan, yeah.
bad.
He's a great guy. He really is a genuinely cool dude and a good dad.
but they make comparisons on like our sets to bigger
Oh yeah,
multi-million-dollar projects, and
they love our set.
the way they get treated in our movies is like just a whole different experience as opposed to like a bigger set
Yeah.
where they get forgot about.
Yeah, they get forgotten about, or they get treated like they're so up here that they're not touchable, or they're just another number for someone.
Well, I feel like Bill would be the type that I would, like, I'd never be able to, I'd want to ask him so many things, because he's done. I mean,
Yeah,
the zombie movies, obviously, you know, Rejects, all that. He did Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, where he played Ricky. I mean,
Yeah.
he's done so many just weird, different, I mean, I was watching Texas 2 last night from '86.
yeah, love
And
that.
he was a major player in that one. You know, the coat hanger.
Yeah.
He's great. He's so personable too. Like they went to the movies. There was a movie out that was that came out when he was down for filming, and so they just went to the movies.
Well, no, it's even better because we shot Possession Experiment, and then the next day we all just smoked up and went to Godzilla.
Nice.
Nice. Perfect, man. I got to come down. Well, we saw he
There's
was.
fucking Bill Moseley, and he was like, "Let's all go watch a movie." We went and saw Godzilla.
That must have been like a dream.
It was crazy.
You look at it, it's Bill Moseley. This is some really good shit. Why do you say that? Because I'm talking to Bill Moseley.
He's like, "Can we go watch a movie? Because I'm going to be stuck in the hotel because my flight leaves tomorrow." I'm like, "Let's go watch a movie."
You're like, fuck yeah, let's go.
It was cool. Like he's super
Yeah.
relaxed type
That's
person.
how Danny was though.
Danny's the same way.
Danny doesn't like to eat alone.
Yeah.
So Danny and my assistant / Danny's assistant Rachel, we would go have dinner with him at the end of the day, and I mean, what a trooper! Like
You got to tell him the Jackie Chan.
Oh
story.
God. Okay, so we went out. We went out and
This is for the movie called Bully.
yeah, we were
A couple
out
years ago.
in New Jersey. In August in New Jersey, hottest time of the year there, of course,
Mm-hmm.
doing this film. And Rachel and we all leave set and we go to take Danny to dinner. And Danny's just a riot. He's just a regular, awesome dude. Cool to be around everybody. And these people came up right as we were finishing our meal. And they're like, "Oh my God, can we get a picture with you? Can we get a picture with you?" And of course, you know, he's just so cool and so super chill about everything. He's like, "Yeah, of course, let's just go outside." And everybody rushes outside. And so the one lady, she's like, "Oh my God, Jackie Chan, I'm getting a picture with Jackie Chan." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what? Like, excuse me?" And Rachel's just like, "Ooh, what do we do about this?" And I was like,
Danny played.
and Danny was like, "Hell yeah, I'm Jackie Chan, get in here." And just took pictures of all these people, even though they were making it
They
seem
thought it was
like
Jackie
they thought
Chan.
it was Jackie Chan.
I
And
would have. Yeah, I would have went along with it too. Played it right up. Oh
he
yeah.
went along with it and laughed the entire time. And to this day, I'm still like, wow, I can't believe that happened. He was so cool about it. He's also a pretty big Harley Davidson guy. He stops at all the Harley stores along the country on all of his pathways and buys tons of shirts for his friends and families wherever he goes. And it's cool. He's just such a cool dude. Like, if anybody gets the opportunity to work with Danny, just remember he's such a nice person and he loves animals. So you can't go wrong with having a dog with you at a first impression.
So if I ever work with him, I'll bring my little dog that just lays there, and I'll be like,
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know an icebreaker with him now.
Yeah.
Do
Oh
you like
gosh.
the dog?
He was here in Atlanta for the Super Bowl,
Oh yeah.
and he just was out with a food truck just feeding people. And we knew he was down there, and my girlfriend heard that he was down there, and I was like, "Bring your dog." And she brought her dog, and she got to walk right up to him, like halfway cleared just for them. She got
Well-
photos with them and hung out, and it was cool.
We'd love to have him on, and he can bring his dog on, or any animals that he wants.
He has,
We'll-
he has 8 dogs and
Yeah.
like 5 or 6
that'd be
cats.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I want 8 dogs.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah.
No,
We definitely are fans of animals, so.
We want a dog, but we can't have one.
Oh,
So.
man.
Our schedule sometimes we work 15, 16, 17, 18-hour days every day, 6 days a week. That's not fair to a dog.
Yeah.
That's awesome of you. It's selfless because you're thinking more about the animal than yourself. That's awesome.
See,
I would
my
hate
dog
to come
sitter-
home at the end of the day to a very sad animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why our house is like the cat house.
That's why my wife pays attention to me. She doesn't like coming home to a very sad animal. So she's good to me in that way. That's awesome, guys. You guys have been a treat. Thank you.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us. Thanks for your interest in Bad Candy. We're so excited. We can't wait for you to watch it.
So excited. I can't wait. Real quick, before we go, so I know you're best friends with Devaney Pinn, right?
She's definitely one of my best friends.
She's in the wedding.
She's one of my bridesmaids.
Yeah. So I get to be in a movie with her in December. And I've
Oh my gosh, great!
Yeah.
Tell her that we did this, and
Okay.
her eyes will light up.
Okay, I will for sure. I'm like super excited because I have followed her for so long, because she's like the scream queen. I'm so excited.
Wonderful, absolutely
We just hung out with her
wonderful.
all last
Yeah, we just
weekend.
saw her last week, and we went to the con. We went to the film festival in
Friday night.
Louisville.
Film festival, so she flew into Atlanta.
She flew into Atlanta,
We
and
all just drove up.
her and Ryan Kaiser joined us. We drove up because they were doing COVID compliancy. Because we can't do anything right now without it being COVID compliant.
Yeah.
Just because I have to be careful about extra places I go.
Definitely.
And we went and it was amazing. They put together it was a small thing, but it was great. And people got to see the film and they enjoyed it. And Devaney was there and people were like loving on the dog and loving on some of the other projects they had done. So altogether successful thing. She's a wonderful person and she always has a good time, but damn, she will show up and she will do her job.
Mhm.
Like whatever she has to do that day, she is gonna freaking nail it.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm so excited. I've looked
Yes,
up to her for a long
and
time.
tell her that we got to meet and know each other, and she will probably be very excited about that.
Oh, cool. Okay, I will for sure. So real quick, we'll go ahead and have you guys let everybody know where to find you. If there's, your social media, your websites, and where to find the trailer.
Okay.
For starters, you can go to digitalthunderdome.com. That is digitalthunderdome.com, and that's the website where you'll be able to see a lot of past work and sometimes upcoming projects. But other than that, we are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Facebook's Bad Candy Film.
And the Instagram is also Bad Candy Film. My personal Instagram, I'm D to the Ray. So letter D, numerical 2, the Ray. And then your Scott Hansen Film on Instagram.
Yep.
But yeah, we're available. We're on there. And anyone that messages us, we are usually legit to respond within 24 hours. Sometimes we get busy and it has to wait a couple days, but most of the time it's us responding.
Awesome. Oh, that's so excited. I can't wait to see it. Man.
So just so you know, there's a couple of virtual film festivals coming up, and Bad Candy is playing virtually, which means you can watch it online if you want.
Yeah.
It is playing Salem Horror Fest at Halloween night in Salem, so it's going to be kind of cool.
Oh,
but it's virtual.
shit, yeah.
You have to sign in and pay a fee or something. But we're doing our film festival run right now. And
Yeah.
All right, bud. So now your shout outs.
Oh, Rhiannon and Nicole, we've been rocking and rolling with this, and this was an exceptionally awesome show, as they all are, but this was a hell of a lot of fun, guys. Thank you to Bad Candy Scott Hansen and Desiree Connell, the power couple, the dream team. Everybody go out there, check out Bad Candy. If you haven't seen the trailer, go out there and check it out. It'll F you up for life to the point where you want to see more of it. So you go see that movie. Love it. Rhiannon and Nicole, thank you to the beautiful, talented, lovely, outstanding. I can go on and on with the superlatives. Rhiannon and Nicole, thank you so much. To my beautiful wife, Allison, I love you, baby. Thank you for being born to my boys, Carter and Mason. Daddy loves you, always and forever. Thank you, boys, for being born. To everybody out there, chins up. As Desiree said, it's not over till you say it's over. We're just getting warmed up, and so are these two. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'm just going to do a quick shout out real quick to some of our supporters and people who help with the show. Johnny Ellenberger for doing our intro and our logo. Chris Atella, who does our outro music, our iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube intro and outro. My Indie Productions for always supporting and sharing and just getting all of these indie artists together, promoting all of their work. They are incredible. So definitely check out My Indie Productions. Crazy Ink Publishing for publishing my books, Broken Halo Blood Curse. We also have a box set coming out in March 2021 for 21 books from 21 different international and USA best-selling authors. Right now, pre-order 99 cents. So check out Crazy Ink Publishing. And I want to thank you guys so much for coming on. This has been a lot of fun. You guys are so talented. I've been watching your work for a while, and it's just incredible to have you on here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so we'll talk to you guys soon, and check out...
Remember, Rhiannon, once this comes out, and they're way out there, and they're making more and more, don't forget about the little people like Rhiannon and I. We're going to always push your stuff from the beginning to the end. Thank you, guys. We love you. Thank you so much.
We're always about maintaining our community. And that's how we got some of the best talent in a lot of our projects is we will call random people and be like, hey, do you want to do this? How do you feel about this? Are you scared of clowns? You're not scared of coffins? Great. Come this way. And we make crazy shit happen. Yeah. So definitely keep that, in our minds.
Hell yeah.
I'm
happy just to help you on set.
We do. We actually got a lot of people that are like, look, I'm not an actor, but I can pick things up and put them down and come join us. And that's how we have some of our we have a dream team crew. And then some of it's just people just saying, hey, I like what you guys do. Can I help? And we go, yeah, sure. Because we're not those weird gatekeepers, as they call them. No, you can't join my industry. You're not anyone. How do you get to be somebody if nobody gives you a chance?
Exactly.
So we like to help kids, and we like to give people who haven't really gotten a good start a chance. We're always open to, sponsoring and helping and educating, and yeah, we do that. But you guys can contact about anything like that via the website.
Awesome.
Well,
keep bringing the heat, guys. Keep bringing the heat.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.